Welcome back to my podcast, The Ghost Tone. It's me again, just hanging out. And call me crazy, but I was talking to one of my friends about this other day because I work retail and we're like working in front of these computers and stuff. And whenever I get in, maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. Maybe this place is driving me crazy. Maybe everything that's going on is driving me crazy. Whatever the case may be. Do you know like those little figures called like pop figures? So I bought this little pop figure and it's like Garfield eating lasagna. It's Garfield eating lasagna. And I love this little guy. And I don't know, every time I just come to work, I just put him out and he just sits there and just kind of sits in front of me. And then whenever I'm alone, I kind of have him there too. And I don't know. Is that weird? Is that weird to have that? I feel like I'm going crazy because of it. But I don't know, he just kind of gives me a sense of comfort, if you will. I don't know, I just like having him there. And then my friends are looking at me like I'm crazy. Because I work with like two other people. And they look at me like I'm crazy. No, I don't know. I haven't done this before. Like, just kind of brought out a figurine and just had it sit there and whatever the case may be. So maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. Who knows, really. But I don't know. I think it's really cool. And then when the Garfield movie came out, I really liked it. And then half the time I'm here alone anyways because freaking I get the most hours right now. So I'm kind of chilling by myself. And then it's really slow here. So I'm also alone a lot of the time anyways, and then fucking half the time working off the clock because not because anyone makes me, but because I want to. No one knows I do that, so I gotta keep that between me, myself, and I, because if anyone finds out, I might get fired, and I don't really need that right now because I got goals I need to reach right now. I got things I need to do. Freaking 2023/2024 me is on a road to improvement. So maybe that's why I have Garfield out. I don't know. Fucking as my encouragement or whatever. But it's really cool because some of my friends came by and they brought me tacos. And I wasn't expecting it. There's some meaty tacos too. It's not even Tuesday, which means they probably paid extra premium price for these tacos. That was so nice of them. And I got to pay them back. I feel bad because, I can't have people buying me things and stuff. So I'm weird like that. Working retail sucks though. This place is manageable just because it is slower. So half the time I'm just kind of vibing and listening to music and stuff like that. But when I got to deal with customers, or at least the annoying ones, it gets exhausting. But at the same time, my manager left. So like we were looking for a placeholder. And I was the next in line. And then they brought some guy in from a different spot. And now no one likes him. Including me. Everyone wants me to be the manager here. But I'm still getting the hours and they're looking for a spot for me right now. That's the word around town anyways from the higher ups. But fingers crossed for that. Me and Garfield in the meantime are just going to be vibing and working our hardest. Looking for more work. Oh, and then I took a test for like paraprofessional, I think it's called. And it's like pretty much like a teacher's aide, if you will. And we took it, or I took it with some friends I took it yesterday actually. Yesterday's my day off. And I was so afraid because we have to get at least like a 70%. We need to get at least 70 right out of 99 questions, which is a lot. But it was just like a bunch of questions from like when I was in high school. So like and it was mixed up stuff too. It was like, oh, what's the right punctuation for this? And luckily it was multiple choice. So the ones I didn't know, I could guess on, which made it really easy. And I want to say like a good 15 I had to guess on. The other ones I was really confident I did good. And they were like, oh yeah, you can call for your results the next day at 10. So I fucking set my alarm for 10 today. I woke up 10 o'clock sharp, waited for like 5 minutes, I don't know, just in case they were getting like a bunch of calls or whatever the case may be. But they answered like right away. And I just wanted to get this paraprofessional thing because it's just like another certification I could put on my resume. Someone here? I swear, I heard someone come in. I swear I heard the gate. Anyways, it's like just like another good piece to put on my resume. It just shows like, oh yeah, he took that extra initiative, It shows that he's smart on this paper at least, if that makes sense. And yeah, and I passed with like an 80%. She didn't give me the details on like how I did in specific parts and what I need work on, but she told me that at least, and that was really cool. I'm really glad I passed that. But my friends, I know one of them didn't pass. He was like off by one, and I feel really bummed about that because I thought if anyone's going to pass, it's going to be him, and I thought I was going to be the one to get close, but I guess not. And then my other friend, I didn't even ask him, but based on what he was saying, he kind of guessed on everything else. But and then my friend that barely didn't pass, he says he doesn't even want to retake the test. So I was kind of bummed out because I was like, dude, you were so close this time. You just need to try a little harder and put in that little extra work, maybe even study beforehand. Maybe you could pass it this time. And he was like, no, I don't think I want to do that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, just do it real quick. And then, it wasn't hard. It was easy. And he took like harder classes than I did when we were back in high school. So I'm confused as to how he didn't even pass. But he said the math portion was kind of hard. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll help him out with the math portion and try to find some like practice questions or whatever the case may be. And we could help him out. Because he's trying to leave here. And I want him to get out too, because this place is terrible. Well, they treat us terrible anyways. And him especially, but it's because he's not really, oh shit. It's because he's not really trying. And I told him that, but he just doesn't want to try here anymore. But it's also his first job, so I don't know. Maybe he just needs to learn the hard way. But yeah, I'm trying to get him out of here because this place is driving him up a wall, I guess. But yeah, and then after I got those results, I was like, okay, I'm gonna dress up today. I'm kind of dressed up. I got some nice little black pants on, black dress pants on. I got a nice brown shirt. I don't know what kind of shirt this is. You would call it. It's like a dress shirt or whatever you want to call it. But I feel pretty dapper right now, man. Some people told me I look good today, and I was like, thanks, man. So that was pretty cool. But today's been pretty slow, so I've been just kind of hanging out, listening to music, get everything I need to do, everything I need to get done. I plan to buy some books later so I could do some studying on some other things, like self-improvement, good mindset, money management, stuff like that. Money investment too. And then I want to try this thing I saw on Shein where like I saw a bunch of like Hello Kitty stuff, and then I want to make like a basket, and I feel like I could sell that for really good money. Like really good money. Because people love that Hello Kitty shit. For some reason, people love that Hello Kitty shit. And the Chromie shit, oh my god. I usually keep the Chromie stuff just for someone. I'm holding on to that stuff right now. But the Hello Kitty stuff, people go crazy for that. So I'm thinking about starting that like a little side hustle, but I'm just kind of scared. I don't want to waste the money and then it goes nowhere and it kind of flops. But maybe I just need to take that step, so I could actually start making the money and test it out and be like, oh shit, so this actually works. Let's do this. Like I was going to put in a plushie, like keychains and stuff like that. Just a bunch of cool little stuff. And I saw they had like rechargeable batteries and stuff like that. So I don't know. It sounds really cool. I don't know where I got the idea from. I want to say, no, I was just talking to a friend about it. And they were telling me like, yeah, people really like the Hello Kitty shit. And they were showing me a bunch of videos. And I'm like, yeah, you should just start your own side hustle. And I was like, that's a great idea. So I'm going to try that out. Actually, probably when I get paid here. I'll probably buy one set, I guess you could call it, and then just figure out a name to call it, and then just get everything together and try to sell it. I'm sure it'll do fine, though. I just need to give it a shot. I'm just kind of scared to give it a shot, but I need to make the jump for it to actually see if it'll work or not. And other than that, I've been pretty busy just working here, trying to put in the extra mile. That's probably why they're seeing the improvement with me, and they were saying I'm pretty consistent with what I do here at work, so that's pretty good. They're finally noticing what I'm doing. And I'm also trying to find other means of work, hence the paraprofessional as well, like on the days off that I have, work on the schools that day, because it's pretty much like a teacher's aide. Other than that, like the days that I do get off, I'll probably be at home, elsewhere, just doing things. And then every so often I started actually hanging out with my friend, and then we play like the Pokemon games. I started playing like Scarlet and Violet, which is pretty fun. I thought it was gonna suck, but it doesn't. I thought it was gonna really suck because I don't really like the newer games because I get lost in them really easily, and then I don't know where to go next. And then whereas with the older games, you just like, oh yeah, go to this town, and then you look at the map and it's like the next one over. It's like, okay, perfect. Whereas with the newer games, everything's so spread out. Everything's so open world. I don't know if you've played like a newer Pokemon game as opposed to like an older one, but everything's so spread apart where I get lost so easily, and I never really made the transition from like the older games to the newer games. I kind of just stopped playing after a certain point, like I think after Generation 5. No, that's not true, because you know what? I also played Oras, That one was a little more open world too, but that one was like a little closer together, so it was like somewhere in between. And then after that, I tried to play Sword and Shield, and I didn't like it, so I ended up stopping. And then that one I got lost in a lot of the time too, so that's another reason why. Not to mention I didn't like any of the Pokemon in that game. So yeah. But other than that, it's pretty fun. And then I've been sticking with it for a while, so hopefully. And then he was telling me to get the DLCs, but like for the game, I already completed it, or I'm almost complete with the game within like 3 days, I think. And I haven't even been playing that much. And like that game is super easy, because with the older games, you had to like physically jump into a battle and then fight each Pokemon that way. Whereas with this one, you could just kind of send them out and then they battle on their own. It's really quick. They'll do like one hit and then they're gone. And then your whole team gets XP. That's another thing. You automatically get like an experience share, which shares experience with your whole team. Whereas with the older game, you had to find an experience share or train each Pokemon individually. So it took so much longer, and it made the effort feel worth it. Whereas this game, it's super easy. And then also another thing with this game, like I went to the wrong gym and I leveled up like really high, beat that gym, and now all the other ones are the ones I was supposed to complete before the wrong gym, if that makes sense. So now all the other gyms are super easy. I already beat those. The Titans were easy. They're like giant Pokemon. It's a whole thing. Those were super easy. And then what? All I need to do now is beat the Team Star leader. And then after that, the Elite Four. And as far as I know, I just need to get the DLC and complete that stuff, whatever it may be. He was telling me it's in Unova, so I'm pretty excited about that, because Unova is okay. I'm more of like a Gen 3 kind of guy, so Hoenn, Mudkip, Torchic, Trico. I really love that generation. And then we were talking about Legend Z, how I need to get used to like the open world kind of format. And then Legend Z is going to have Mega Evolutions. That's going to be super cool, because everyone's been waiting for years for the Mega Evolutions to come back. So I'm excited. So I'm trying to get used to like this open world concept. So maybe after I finish Scarlet and Violet, actually I'm playing Violet. So after I finish Violet, I'm going to play Legends Arceus, because that one looks really fun. That one looks really freaking fun. And then the Giratina fight, oh my god, I love that fight so much. From all the clips I've seen, it looks so badass. So I'm really excited to play that one. And then me and him, we were doing nothing but like the surprise trades yesterday. And where you just kind of randomly send up a Pokemon to like a random person around the world. And then they'll send you a random one back. But the thing is, this game is still so new that all these freaking websites are trying to advertise the shinies that they can make and give away. So, so it's cool. You'll get like a shiny level 100 Pokemon, but its name will be like, oh, freaking so-and-so Pokemon Astro.net or some stupid bullshit like that. And you can't change the name if it's from a different trainer. So now, you got this cool shiny Pokemon, but now its name is freaking www.pokemon4u.net or some stupid bullcrap like that. And it sucks, man. But whereas in the older games, it was so hard to even come by a freaking shiny in this, what do they call it? The surprise trades. Whereas now, everyone and their mama is giving them away. So me and my friend are like, okay, whenever we get one, we'll release it. That way, they're out of the system. And that way, people are actually sending cool Pokemon, like version exclusives, because sometimes Scarlet and Violet have version exclusives, like the Paradox Pokemon and stuff like that, that you can only get through trading. That way we have more chances of getting those, as opposed to some stupid shiny that no one wants and that we can't change the name of. So I'm really excited for Legend Z, and I'm playing this to get in my air quotes practice for that game whenever it comes out. And then there's that app that's supposed to be coming out, freaking Pokemon TCG Pocket or something like that. And I'm really excited for that one, because I really like buying the Pokemon cards. So that'll replace like that fucking addiction that I have, because it was really bad at one point. And I want to get back to it, but I'm not going to, just because I just sold all my Pokemon cards, because I'm trying to buy a car right now. Going back to that whole goal thing that I have going on, because I plan to leave California. Oh, yeah, I'm in California. I plan to leave California eventually. And I sold my cards like, what, a year or two worth of cards that I collected. And I plan to get back into it eventually, I think, maybe. Maybe I might just stick to the app, because it gives you like a free pack a day or something like that, which is freaking badass, and then some of these cards have like animations to them. So I might just stick with the app. But also just something about having the physical cards, you know, and then having like a high value card in your possession is just such a good feeling. And that's how I felt with all my cards. It was just like, like all my cards are valued at like $900, but I don't think I sold them for that much. I sold them for lower because, let's be honest, no one wanted to buy raw cards for that price. I didn't really sleeve them. I didn't really grade them. So I guess I could see where they're coming from. But yeah, I'm really excited for that app too. But other than that, damn, I'm already at 15 and a half minutes. I guess that's the episode for today. I'm going to try to make another one in a few days here. I usually try to make them when I have the store alone, which isn't too often. So fingers crossed that I get the store alone more often. But as far as I'm being told, they're going to have us working together more, which I guess I like to be alone half the time. I like to have my space from my friends and customers even. But if that's what they're trying to enforce, I can't really say anything against it. And hey, as long as I'm getting my hours, I'm chilling, dog. But yeah, stay tuned for the next episode and leave in the comments what, if anything, you guys want me to talk about, if anything specific. I'll definitely be jotting my own ideas down. But that's me signing off. Me and Garfield. See you in the next one.